What's going on, YouTube? How you doing today? Let me know you can hear me in the comments. Going on my walk. How are you? I'm holding a selfie stick, I guess they call it. So now you're doing my walk. You guys wanted to see that, so here we are doing that walk. I'm out here. It's good to see you. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Let me know you can hear me. Can you hear me? I'm going for a walk. I'm doing it. A viewer wanted to walk with me, so here we are. Very next day, right? Man of my word. I'm doing it. We're out here, you and me. Hey, I hear you loud and clear, buddy. I'm so glad that you're here, Mando. Hey, I haven't seen you lately. I'm glad that you're well. Hey, I'm using like a selfie stick. I don't really like saying that. It just doesn't feel right. Portable tripod, you know, that sort of thing. But I'm out here, I'm doing it. It's good to see you. I don't have any notes, right? No notes. Just me and you doing my thing with you. Looks like it's gonna be, yeah, I mean, maybe, but it's 91 where I'm living, and it's like, it's probably gonna burn off later. So, how's it going? I got here a little early. I know supposed to start at 9:30, but I just started it up already. You know, this is kind of new. People at work were like, they don't really understand, you know? You ever like look at people, right? And they're like looking at you, and they're like, I had one of my managers, he was like, is that a selfie stick? And I was like, yeah. You know what I mean? It's I can drop it into a tripod and stuff, but like, this is the first time I'm actually using it on my walk. Let me know if you guys want to see what I'm looking at. But then I wouldn't be able to read chat, I don't think. Maybe I could, I don't know. But moderators are on, right? I turned those on yesterday before I went live. So it's gonna stay safe and with quality, so. Maybe I'll extend it a little bit more. There we go. So yeah, just out here. Hey, how you doing, Mary? It's good to see you. I actually can't extend the selfie stick longer because I feel like I wouldn't be able to read chat. How you doing out there? How you doing? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we're in the 130s. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for taking a chance. Thank you for clicking on my video. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I really do. I really do. I say it a lot, but it's important, right? Seeing green grass, something very rare and exciting for us Texans. Yeah. You know what, Amanda? I'm ashamed to say that I didn't even know like where you were, where you're from. And I don't get a lot of people on the trail, so this is a little weird. Usually I'm out here by myself. But we got some morning walkers, so it's good to see you. It's good to see you guys. How are you? You know, maybe this is gonna be like a weird trend. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, what trail are you at? I'm just kind of walking around the building in which I work. It's an outer ring, so it takes about like 15 minutes per lap. So a viewer wanted me to film a walk. It was like, hey, take us out on a walk with me. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. So still trying to figure out where my freaking thing should be. This is awkward. I don't normally do a selfie stick. But hopefully it's a little breezy, so hopefully I didn't use a windscreen or anything, so hopefully there's no distortion with my audio quality. So it's good to see you. I'm out here on a walk. I'm doing it. We're doing it together, right? Virtual. Or maybe you want to get like a walking pad, which I'm thinking about doing. So, and I will tell you though, YouTube, guess what happened? My wife sent me a photo or a message today, right? And she was like, basically your shoes that you were looking for, the one that you got a discount on, you know, the one product I can't live without, I'm getting it in the mail today. So there's gonna be a full-on video of my love for shoes, why I love shoes. I'm gonna go over designs. I'm gonna go over so much, right? I'm gonna go over the box. I absolutely love this company. This is fantastic. Hoka is a fantastic shoe. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful product. It really is. And I really noticed those details too, and everything, all form, the whole reason the form is and the function, it's fantastic. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Oh, this is my favorite part, right? Where like the trees come up and kind of touch each other. It's almost like they do a high five to each other, right? They're like doing a high five. That's funny, right? So it's good to see you. How you doing out there? How you doing out there? 174. Feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. YouTube, it's good to see you. Hey, and if you haven't already, hey, how you doing there, Prode? 1W0, right? It's good to see you. I actually have another tripod coming. It's one that like, I think I got the wrong one, but it has a light on it too. It comes with like another mount, and then you can also drop it down and tap it, and it like the tripod extends. So I really like this this tripod I'm using here, you know, and I'm rocking that Mic Mini, so it works. It's good to see you guys. Like, subscribe, enable notifications so you never miss a beat, right? I'm out here on a Monday, July 20th. It's good to see you, world, right? I'm on a walk with you. It's good to see you. Let's chat. Talk to me. What's going on? How you doing? How's family? That's important, you know? Especially you didn't really grow up with a great family. So, you know, I discovered that once I met my wife's family, right? My mother-in-law is like, hey, can you get us? She does so much. My in-laws do so much for the family, right? And they never expect anything in return. And I'm like, I'm not trying to take them for granted. My mother-in-law reached out to me yesterday and said, like, can you get me some, can you get some of these protein bars for me? Can you get a couple boxes? And then she always asks me how much is it so she can pay me back? And I'm like Sebastian Maniscalco said in his stand-up comedy, your money to me is foreign. You are not paying me a single dime. You do so much for the family. You're selfless, right? True altruistic, right? Altruism. So, yeah, I don't normally hear sirens and stuff like that. So, do you know, do I know Virat Kohli? I do not. Tell me. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, you're gonna have to provide me a little bit more information. Keep in mind that moderators are on. I'm keeping it in a safe, positive environment. So, yeah, I'm just doing it here, walking. Hey, how you been? How you doing? It's your boy Jordan. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Hey, 174, man. I'm weighing myself daily. So hopefully this walk and talk I'm doing doesn't generate any motion sickness. So, you know, I get to work about an hour early, and I do my walk every day, 5 days a week. I've done it in the rain. You've seen videos on that. You've seen it in the sun. I do videos on that, right? Like someone was interested in me doing a walk, so I'm doing it. So we are doing it. We're out here, right? So yeah, it's good to see you. I saw your teddy. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and I didn't tell you though, like Theodore Roosevelt, president, right? He actually got the teddy bear named after him. His nickname was Teddy Roosevelt. And so they got the teddy bear name from him. Pretty cool, huh? I didn't share that yesterday, but yeah, Papa Rumps. Yeah, he couldn't be here on the walk for various reasons, right? But yeah, he's everything to me, like I said. So, he's safe. I made sure I got him out of the car, right? So, I would probably burn a little bit for him if I had to, just to make sure it's safe, because it really is a chapter that has been closed. A page that's been turned that you just can't turn back. So, do you go on any cruises? No, not really. I kind of do my work, and I do my my thing. I'm gonna try and not show work and stuff. So hopefully it doesn't come up in the shot. I don't know how people feel about it. I'm not on the clock or anything, so the main boss, Mr. Bossman, is here today. So very, very respectable guy, worked up from nothing. So I don't think people really, they don't think about this kind of stuff, right? They're just, maybe they'll watch it or whatever, and that's it. They'll watch others, but it's like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm out here, right? I'm doing it. I have the courage, right? And that perspective, right? And it's important. It's good therapy, Dude, are you in California? Yeah, I'm in California. Yes, I am in California. Northern California. It's like 90 degrees. It's overcast here. If it was like wet humidity, it would be like the East Coast. So, yeah. Yeah, so it's your boy. Shout out. Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. I'm sorry. Explore Owen. Yeah, okay, so you talked about the cruises. Okay, I answered that, right? So, dude, I know exactly where you at. That's crazy. Oh, you do? Okay, that's cool. I mean, it's only a matter of time, right? So yeah, I'm out here. I'm doing my walk. Hopefully it doesn't give you motion sickness, I did one lap. Actually, I'm coming up on the first lap now. I can usually knock out like 3 laps before I have to head inside, or I have to shrink the circle. So I don't spend any time in the break room anymore. I don't spend any time like sitting down and inside anymore. I'm out here. I get here an hour early on purpose. I do my walk, right? I get myself together, have a cup of coffee, right? This is easier to set up than I thought, right? It's just a stick, right? That I usually, for my tripod, that I film in my car. This is probably a refreshing scene. Let me know. There's some wind. There's some wind happening right now, so let me know if it's distorted, right? Let me know it's clear. Let me know that my audio is clear. It's important. Trying to have your, the user experience, right? It's very important. And I also have to be mindful and scan for environmental hazards. So I'm doing a lot right now. 82 where I am. Oh my goodness, 82, okay. Yeah, there's nothing like waking up in the morning and sweating first thing, right? Especially if you're in areas that have like 100% humidity, right? You were always sweating. You were always sweating, especially when I was stationed in the Philippines. Yeah, and just let you guys know, one of the messages was flagged by my moderators. It is turned on, and it's to make sure that everything is safe, right? And and positive for my viewer. So, and my returning viewers, right? They have that expectation. So I want to deliver, right? And I'm always trying to go above and beyond expectations. So, you know, I'm trying to read, trying to walk, I'm trying to eat better, right? All that good stuff. So, yes. Yeah, okay, awesome. Last winter it was minus 30. Oh my goodness. That's very cold. We do get snow. We do get snow where I live. At snow line, about 30, 32, 3,300 feet above sea level. I'm kind of at sea level now. So I'm probably, right, like let me know. But because tomorrow I'll be doing a review, right? My weekly review on the health and wellness of my YouTube channel, right? Live chat, live stream, and we go over metrics or the analytics, right? I'm still trying to learn what that means, because there's a lot of breakdown that could happen. But I wanted to have that board meeting, if you will, right? That unofficial, relaxed, right? Like the insight and stuff, right? Because you're a part of this, right? You're a part of this journey. You, like my thumbnail, right? There's a reason that you clicked on my video today, right? And you know, that video, right? This channel, what I want from YouTube, and taking you guys out for the ride, right, of a lifetime sometimes. Sometimes it might be a little boring. Sometimes I pivot, right? Sometimes I cover other things, but I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to grow. I'm showing up on a daily basis. I'm committing myself to 30 minutes a day, right? It's kind of a challenge of mine to do a live stream every day. This isn't edited, so this is real, raw, right? Footage. Anything can happen. Keeps me vulnerable, right? And I think that's what we need. Bottom line, guys, end of the day, yeah, definitely, right? I look around and I'm like, there's so many people that are unhappy, right? Who've kind of lost their will to get through a day, right? And what I've learned is that, especially with YouTube and stuff, is that anything is possible. Anything is possible, right? At any time, things can blow up, right? It's very important to show up, very important to become the best version of yourself, right? The things that I've been learning over a period of time. So, all right, gotta go. Thank you for joining me, Explorer. I think you're probably new. So again, subscribe, enable notifications, and catch you in the next one, I hope. So yeah, guys, So yeah, I'm just out here. I'm doing my walk. How we doing? It's probably unusual to people, right? But I guess a lot of people, they don't really care, right? That happens. I mean, we're not in the Bay Area, right? So this is, or on the beach or the pier and stuff. So this might be a little awkward for some. What is this guy doing? But hey, I'm out here, I'm trying it. I'm not talking about it, right? I'm not going to say I'm going to do something and not do it. A man has one thing in this world, right? That's his word. Word is bond. Word and a handshake, a firm handshake, right? His word and a firm handshake. That's really all he has. And you got to be known for it. You really do. And just like my bio says, right? Comedian or comedy, right? I make people laugh all day, which is great, right? Sometimes it's the very first time that they smiled, right? And you can kind of see it, right? Like the old footage of Terminator 2, right? That they cut out when Arnold Schwarzenegger's trying to smile. He's a Terminator, and he's, you know what I mean? It's that's how it is for some, right? And it's yeah, you see me, right? I hear you. I value you, appreciate you, right? It's all important stuff. It's all important stuff, right? You can learn a lot about yourself. So, like my forearm's on fire right now, right? So, because I guess I'm holding this too hard. I'm learning. So, how many miles are you walking? It's usually, well, I don't really go by miles. It's like, I'm just trying to get 15,000 steps in a day. My record on this outer ring is 4 laps. We're at 9:46. So I'll probably go until like, I don't know, until like trying to get stale, I guess. Like my, you know, the entertainment value and the quality, right? The idea that you're gonna stay and not swipe away. So, and I have checked the analytics and the metrics and stuff, Mando. And I'm happy to report that more and more of my viewers are over 65 years old, right? And that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm getting more older people, and I think that's great, right? Hey, you can use the internet. My dad still can't use the internet. Never been on the internet a day in his life. Has no plans on it either. Doesn't want to have anything to do with a computer. He's old school. 20th century. Man, that dips his toe now and then in the 21st century. So, yeah. And you've seen that video, right? You can look at prior footage. And I did a whole video on him, right? Because of his 71st birthday. So check that out if you love this content, right? But yeah, like the bio says, I am trying to be funny, or funnier, comedian, motivator, right? Joker, make you feel good, right? That's what it's about, right? It's genuine, honest, raw, unedited footage, like it says, And thank you for joining me. I'm working on trying to find better and create better thumbnails. I know that's everything. It's basically like your portfolio. It's like it's the first thing that someone sees. When they're like, do I want to even click on this guy? Do I want to swipe away from this guy? Right? So yeah, I just, this is kind of like, and I told you about my Garmin watch, right? Like my Garmin watch, like I was saying yesterday, I'm not in a bad relationship with my Garmin watch right now, right? You ever argue with your watch, right? Your smartwatch. I got a pretty decent sleep score last night. My kids slept great. My son was like, no, I didn't sleep well. I slept great. And I was like, okay, that's funny. That's clever. I like that answer. And I just dropped them off at school today. And, I know there's summer break and stuff. And so there's this after school program that they get involved with. And they don't necessarily want to go most of the time. But we've compromised. I think a healthy compromise is very important. I have a 10 and a 7-year-old, so choices matter, and I want them to have input, right? Have that part, be part of the conversation. And they're like, okay, well, let's do this, right? Let's pick a day where you go to the school and you hang out with your friends, right? And then there's another day where you don't. And like my days off are Tuesday, Wednesday, so it's going to be one of those days, right? So I get a day, they get a day, right? It's not perfect, but it's like, it's a healthy compromise. And I think that's what's important. So what are we at now? We're at 24 minutes and I'm doing my second lap now. I'm looking at my building. So yeah, it's good to see you guys. How are you? Thank you. It's important, right? And I'm a dad about like delayed gratification, right? We're in a society where it's consume, and immediate gratification, immediate, right? What can benefit me right now, and never mind the later. It's like no. No, I didn't have that growing up, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to break that cycle and start something new. I hit a goal. It says 10. So, yep. Yeah, it's about that. It's about the delayed gratification, right? So I'm not in the interests of being my kid's friend. I'm not a buddy dad. I know there's some out there that are like that, but I don't feel that's going to help them later in life. That's not going to necessarily equip them with the tools that they need to take on life, right? Because it's going to hit you right in the rear end, whether you like it or not. So I'm giving them the tools now. I want them to be better than me. They want a good life. They have to earn it. You got to go out and earn it. You got to hustle. You got to do it, right? You got to rise. You got to grind, that sort of thing. And being honest with them, right? That's important. So then later, the relationship will change. And then once they have like mastered, or they display, right? Like little things. There are little things right now. Like when you take something out, put it back. I do it. I take something out, I put it back, right? You got nice tech, put it up, have it generally clean, charge it, know where it is, right? And be consistent. That's what's important, consistency. And then when you're not in a room and it's not your bedroom, turn the light off. Turn the light off when you're not in the bathroom, right? You don't have to have all the lights on. It doesn't have to be a trail of breadcrumbs with the lights, Doesn't make any sense. And I know they're young, and that's kind of what they do. They move on to the next thing, and that only happens. But yeah, so that's about it there. So it's good to see you, Mando. It's good to see you, Explorer. It's good to see you. Whoa. It's your boy Jordan. Good to see you. It's good to see you, everyone. It's your queen. I don't think I've read your comments before. It's good to see you. Proter, good to see you. Mary Barnes, good to see you. I think I got everyone there. I like to make sure that I answer comments, and if you reach out to me on when I'm not live streaming, right? If you've got other ways, or maybe some ideas for, some content, like let me know, right? I'm not trying to be stale and redundant and just chase my tail around and around and around and not go anywhere, right? I want to have I want to be able to, plot a course and then cast my sail and drift off and go to that spot, right? Plot my waypoint. So yeah, and I do game, right? There's a comment in there earlier about gaming and stuff. I do, and I've actually had a YouTube channel since 2007. And I've been kind of fluctuating between YouTube and Twitch and that sort of thing, and it just didn't really work out, right? Or I wasn't talking, I wasn't really feeling like, I was like, maybe I should play something for me, right? You ever have those days where you're like, I'm just gonna play for me, or maybe you don't even want to stream, right? But it's like, I found that like through the process, I'm looking for my tribe. I'm looking for you, right? I'm looking for camaraderie and a team, a squad of individuals who want more out of life, right? Who want to be a part of something inspiring, or a brand new start, an underdog story, right? So that's what this is, right? That you can read the bio. You can read the bio that I have, and it's true. It rings true, right? I've updated that. And that's what it's about, right? I want to create premium quality content for you. If you're feeling down, time to lift up, right? If you're feeling out, time to be in. Just all of that good stuff, right? It's important. If you have the ability and you want to do it, go for it, right? you'll be surprised. Just like they say, try something that's going to terrify the hell out of you at least once a day, you know, because you're not given, you're not necessarily given tomorrow, right? At the end of life, no one is ever like, you know what? I wish I worked more, or I wish I did, they're not going to say that. They want more time back, right? Retirement and stuff. Enjoy your work, right? That's important. I'm probably going to go one more lap. I'm on my second. I'm doing my third, and I think I'll end it there. I do have to do a little talking today, and I don't want my voice to be fried. I'm going to review my metrics. I've been kind of doing that daily. So, yeah, we're going to do one more lap. It's going to be about another 15 minutes. Let me know you guys are interested. Drop a W for a win or a thumbs up, smile, hearts, whatever you want to let me know to keep filming here. I'm going up that hill. So I'll probably change it up eventually, but I have to figure out what like the copyright thing and like what I can and cannot film, right? I'm kind of learning that stuff. So it's all a learning experience. Still trying to understand what the impressions and click rate is and stuff for the analytics. But I like to go over stuff. It's doing well. It's doing well. Jonathan Davis, good to see you. Yeah, you have a great morning too. You enjoy this stuff? Pass this on to others, like, subscribe, enable notifications. I'm Loud Italian. Reach me 9:30 to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12:30 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. So I make sure I add that in there, right? And I think I got it right this time. I normally stutter over my words there, or stumble over my words. And that's something that like you've helped me understand, YouTube, right? Is you're giving me the platform and the stage, right, to really do something, making kind of an impact. I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you. Thank you for taking a chance. Thank you for clicking on my video. Thank you for not swiping away. Appreciate you. So, yeah, we're doing that walk. And I feel like I have a good pace. I feel kind of, this is a little new to me, right? I'm still trying to figure out what angle I want to shoot and that sort of thing, but sorry, apologies, I had a breath. But it's real, it's happening now, It's happening now. First good thing, positive thing, right? If you're waking up, thank you for joining me. If you're going to sleep at night, thank you for joining me. If you're working out and listening to my voice, thank you for joining me. If you're in your car, driving your kids, going on vacation, coming back, staying at an airport, sitting in a hotel, right? Like taking a break, right? Using the family bathroom, whatever. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today. Good morning to you. It's 10 o'clock. And I'm ending my last day of my fasting. I do 5 days a week of 20-hour fasts. And it's easier and easier to do the more I do it. I do get hungry, but I push through. And I have water, right? I have electrolytes. I have creatine, monohydrate, and I have a newest thing I added to it is apple cider vinegar. And I add just a little bit. Like they say, no more than a tablespoon. And so I'm having that usually before I leave for the day. And then I have coffee till like about 12:30, some water, right? Till about 12:30. And then I get home. We're on that beautiful part where the trees like touch each other. They like high five each other. So I like that. It's beautiful. Great visual image, right? Couple trees high-fiving each other. They grow apart, but then they're apart and they're isolated and they grow up and they touch together. That's fabulous. And they become one, right? And I think that's That's the epitome. That is the apex, the pinnacle, top tier, S rank for what a team can be, right? Your squad. Know each other so well by your shadows, even, right? Like Navy SEALs, that's how they're so effective. They do things together, right? They go out and they do things together, and they train together, and they cry together, right? They do so much. So yeah, it's your boy Jordan. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's important, right? This is all important. And I'm walking pretty fast too. I got a nice little pace going. They say walk faster than like you kind of like lost your car in the parking lot and you're just kind of walking, right? Like you have a destination in mind. You know, like I'm walking and I get to walk. I have legs, right? They're available and they're ready for me, right? To break my fall. They're ready for me. We got to use it. Walking's fantastic. I mean, that is like the single most beneficial thing that I have discovered about myself. I was like someone that knew he needed to walk, and then I became a walker, right? Somebody who sacrifices some time or discomfort in pursuit of better walking. Shoes, right? That are super important. Footwear. I had to switch back from Brooks to Hoka because of the top of my foot. It was starting to like irritate me, you know. And some of the other brands, they had like a like you know that part in the back of the shoe, like it started to like bother my heel, you know, like my calcaneal tendon or Achilles tendon. I did take anatomy and physiology, so I like to drop some of those college words. It gives me credibility, you know. Plus, it gives me an opportunity to talk to others, right? You know, like those conversations that you have, they're unique, and you don't want to end it, right? And so you just kind of put a pin in it, and you're like, man, I want to talk to this person again. When do I get to talk to this person again? But yeah, I mean, it's just, footwear is important. You know, it's super important. So I'm sure you will agree. Sure you'll agree. So yeah, I'm wrapping up one of those last laps. I'm probably gonna have to switch to my other arm like this. It just feels awkward. Like I'm not confident with my stick yet. It's my first time, worldwide exclusive for using a selfie stick. So, and I'm not necessarily a fan of the other side of my face. I don't know how I want to do this, you know? Like, you ever feel that way? Maybe that's why I don't like photos. I like organic photos, like photos that are taken of you when you don't know they're being taken, you know? And it's just natural. So, and I kind of wonder, like, when someone like, you get together for a photo, right? No one really wants to do it. And then they're like, cheese. And I'm like, I don't know why they say that. Isn't that offensive to people who are like lactose intolerant, who can't process dairy? Or is it because it activates muscles in the face to where it's like you smile? And is there clarity? Is there validity to, frowning creates, you have to fire more muscles than to smile, right? I don't know. I wonder these things, YouTube. Could be doing better. I'm trying to focus on Italian. His walking is extraordinary. Wow. What a way. What words to have in line in that way. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. And I like that name too. It's your boy Jordan, right? Like, yeah, it's like, that Kenny Chesney song, right? The summertime song, right? It's like a friend you haven't seen in a while and you can't help but smile, So yeah, this was fun. I had a lot of fun. We had a lot of people show up today. Like they were courageous enough to share some of their thoughts, right? Input. And if there's anything that you wanted to like throw into comments and stuff later, I'll do my best to answer you. I want to answer your comments at least for the bare minimum, like and leave a heart or something, right? But if you ask me a question directly and I say a question mark icon, I will do my best to answer you back. It may get harder as time goes on and the tribe grows and it becomes like a real like force for good, and like a bigger and bigger group of people who want better, more, right? Who maybe want to be entertained, right? Who are looking for some inspiration, right? People are showing up that are older than I am, so I want to make sure I give them some, and everyone too. Bottom line, end of the day, like I want to make sure that your time was it was valid, right? And it mattered. Not trying to waste your time. I don't have notes. I am freestyling right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and end it when I cross this tree here. And I'm gonna probably head inside and shake out my hand because it's starting to get tired. Yeah, I've been gripping this stick for a while, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and break things down, end it pretty soon. So thank you for joining me, Mando. It's good to see you again. I'm glad you're well. You haven't been in my chat lately. I'm glad you let yourself be known. Appreciate you, as always. I'm glad there was no technical difficulties. There was no bad connections, and you can hear me. So I appreciate you. I thank you. And as always, guys, this isn't goodbye. See you later. Because goodbye is something you say to someone you don't want to see again. So to you, I say, see you later. Peace.